So I find that a lot of people, especially women, find it very difficult to talk about money, even though money is actually a big resource in their life. Hey, welcome back. Lerato here. And if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by. So on this channel, we talk about all things self-mastery, entrepreneurship life, especially mompreneurship, because we know how hectic that can get, and getting right with our money, because money sometimes can just be stressful. So we want to take that out. So if that's your type of jam, you're welcome. And I hope that you like what we talk about here. Now, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor and I am not a financial guru, but I am a student of financial literacy for everybody, especially women, because it is such a sore subject, a very uncomfortable subject, and we don't like to talk about it. I don't know why we don't, but we just don't like to talk about this thing called money. Now, I did a bit of research about the challenges that women face when it comes to money. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that gentlemen do not face any challenges when it comes to money. I'm just saying women, because I'm a woman and I see it a lot when it comes to our ladies. So this is what research says when it comes to challenges that women face when it comes to money. And I just looked at five, like the biggest five that comes up. There is a lot, but this is just the five. So the first one is gender gap pay. Touchy, but we know that it happens. We know that it happens that women would get lesser of a salary than their male counterparts, even though they're doing the same thing. It happens. It happens in a lot of industries. I've experienced it before, so it does happen. So that is one of the challenges that women do face when it comes to being paid less, because I don't know whether we're women or I really don't know, but it happens. Look it up. Go and look up gender gap pay. And the second one is lack of financial confidence. Women lack financial confidence, and I find it's because we don't have the financial knowledge. That's why we're lacking in financial confidence. If you don't know where your money is coming from, how it's being used, what's what, you're not going to have confidence. So financial confidence is one of the things that's killing us, and that's why we have to know and get educated when it comes to finance. And you probably won't believe this one, but longer lifespan. So women have a longer lifespan. Now imagine, the people with the longer lifespan are the people with less money. How is that going to help? Everybody's going to go and leave you. I am kidding. Not everybody's going to go and leave you, but it says that women actually have a longer lifespan. So that means you need to get your money in check. Otherwise, when everybody else is gone, I know it sounds harsh, but when everybody else is gone, where you going to get money from? We've got caregiving responsibilities. We are the ones that are bound to have to leave work to go take care of somebody, a loved one, whether it's your child, whether it's somebody that's sick, whether it's, I don't know. But we have a greater chance of having to pause work or leave work to go and take care of somebody. So imagine if you were okay when it comes to finances. Those decisions would be very, very easy to make. I know, because that's one of the things that got me started into this financial literacy, was because I had to choose between leaving my job to go look after a loved one, or carry on so I can pay for somebody to look after them. So it's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, so that's not nice. That's not nice. And the fifth one is women have a greater fallout when it comes to separation, divorce, things like that. They are usually the ones that are caught off guard, or that are caught on the short end of the stick when it comes to finances. And it sometimes happens that some women can't even get out of situations because they know that their financial life or their financial security lies within these relationships. So this one is actually quite a hard one. It's quite a hard one. Now, looking at all these things, and this is just five that I've mentioned. I mean, there is more. You can do your own research when it comes to women and money, and you'll see that women have got the lowest confidence when it comes to money, and they also have the lowest education when it comes to money. And that is changing. Trust me, it's actually slowly changing because women are waking up. They're waking up to these things. However, maybe not changing to a fast rate, but we just need to keep on going until we get to where we want to go. So this is what I'm saying. We have to do something to get right with our money, because money, yes, does not bring you happiness, but it does give you choices. And these choices are the ones that will bring you happiness. So if you are sitting and waiting for a savior or something to happen, it might not happen. I think we just need to wake up and get right with our money. Money is energy, how you are with money can either repel or it can bring abundance to you. And this is something that can be quite difficult to grasp, the concept that money is actually energy. So the type of energy you have, or the type of vibration that you have when it comes to your money, is going to show up. And how that's going to show up is how money shows up in your life. It's a story for another day, and one day we can talk more about it. But today I want to talk about 7 things that women should do so that you get right with your money. But the most thing is so that you gain confidence, financial confidence, when it comes to your money. These are things that I've done. These are also things that I've researched, and these are also things that my friends, my mentors, people I know have done. But really, it's things that I followed, and some of them I stumbled across them, and then you're like, oh, okay, so this is how it works. And then eventually you get to understand. But these are just 7 things that you can do today to start the journey of gaining financial confidence. Because if you're a woman that is financially confident, other areas in your life are also going to start bubbling up, because you have this confidence of what where my money comes from, how do I use it, where does it go, what goals do I have when it comes to money. Simple things. So let's get to the first one. Is have a financial goal. Have a financial goal, whether it's monthly goals, whether it's weekly goals, whether it's quarterly goals, yearly goals, any goals, but have some sort of financial goal in terms of where do I want to be when it comes to how I earn money, how I spend money, how I invest, or whatever. But have some sort of financial goals. Because this at least gives you a step of where are you currently. Because for you to obviously have goals, you need to understand where are you with your current finances now, and then you are able to then put the goals. Number 2 is scrutinize your financial habits. Scrutinize your financial habits. Understand that what type of things are you doing when it comes to your money. Do you just recklessly spend? Do you have a lot of retail therapy? Do you buy coffee every 2 minutes? Just go through your statement and understand what exactly is happening with your statements. How exactly are you spending your money? Cash, are you just buying cash? Do you keep cash? What are the type of things that you're doing when it comes to your finances? So just scrutinize and stalk yourself to see, how am I behaving financially? Am I an impulsive buyer? Am I, what type am I very afraid to buy them? Am I stingy? What is it? How are you when it comes to your financial behavior? Third one is buy more assets than liabilities. I think we spoke about the difference between asset and liabilities at some point, but just in case you're a little bit confused between what an asset is and what a liability is. An asset puts money into your pocket. Doesn't matter what it is, it puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. You want to buy more assets so that you can have more assets that you can have an income from than liabilities, because liabilities mean you have to take your hard earned money and pay for the liabilities, like your houses and your cars and all those things. So we want to buy less liabilities, more assets, and then let our assets eventually pay for our liabilities. That way we have it right. 4 is diversifying your income. I say this a lot, that having an additional income or having multiple streams of income has become a necessity and not a luxury. And I'm not saying have many jobs. No, just have something else besides your job or besides your main income that's bringing you money, so that you're not stuck. If something happens, you've got something that you can hold on to until things get better for you. Have a side hustle. And how I started my side hustle was, I needed a little extra cash, and I was going through a dark time in my life. And my side hustle, not only did it bring me cash, but it also helped me heal. So I was desperate when I looked for a side hustle because I needed that extra cash. So, like we always say, these things are either going to come from inspiration, or they're going to come from desperation. So you don't want to wait until you're desperate. So rather look for a side hustle now, or look for something else that is able, it can be an investment, it can be anything that will bring you cash besides your core, besides your core work or your core business or whatever. Just find something else that's able to bring you additional money. 5 is start investing. Again, a lot of women are afraid of investments because, okay, okay, to be real, investments can be a little intimidating, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But they don't have to be. There is ways that you are able to invest. And yes, you have to take a little bit of time to just research a little bit, put yourself, apply yourself, and understand what are the type of investments that are there and how can you get involved in them. I like to invest in property, I like to invest in stocks, I like to invest in currencies, I also like to invest in businesses, and mostly I like to invest in myself, because if I invest in myself, then it gives me broader opportunities and broader understandings of the type of things that you can invest in. So invest in property, and you don't have to start big. Start small. If you have an additional room in your house, or you have space in your house, build a room and rent it out. Anything, just do something. Start small. Currencies, there are wallets where you can invest into things like cryptocurrencies. You don't have to be part of anything. You just have to open a wallet, put in a couple of hundred rands, and you've invested in cryptocurrencies just like that. You can invest in stocks. There are platforms like Easy Equities, where, again, it's an app where you can put in some money and you can buy stocks, ETFs, from as little as $60, $100. So just find those things, and maybe I can do another video where we can go into detail in terms of these investment platforms that you could use, that you could easily go into and invest. So again, businesses, small businesses that are starting or that you feel have a potential, invest in those. There's so many things that you can invest in, but best of all, don't forget to invest in yourself. It's also a touchy one. What is your relationship with money? So many of us have a horrible relationship when it comes to money. I spoke about how money is energy. We've got this negative energy towards money. We've got this thermostat. There's a thing called a financial thermostat. Again, this is something I can maybe make a video about so we understand what a financial thermostat is. But the relationship with money can actually keep the amount of money that you are able to get. If you have negative vibes when it comes to money, fear, scarcity, all the things that are opposite when it comes to money, that can actually taint you in terms of money and in terms of dealing with money, because you've got this blocker that's already there. Before you open yourself up to understand things about money, you already have this wall that's there because of your relationship with money. So check your relationship with money. Check where you are when it comes to earning money, having lots of money. Some people actually get nervous when they have more money than what they usually have, and that's what they call a financial thermostat. That a person can have 1,000,000 rand, but because they're so used to having 1,000 rand, they're gonna spend it quickly, and it's gonna come back to 1,000 rand because that's what they are used to, that's what they are comfortable with. So they can't keep money. So fix your relationship so you can release yourself to more opportunities when it comes. The seventh one is speak to your partner about money, especially if it's somebody you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. Again, we don't talk about money in relationships. I mean, we talk about everything else. We talk about babies. We talk about the type of lives or marriages or partners or love or whatever we want to have, but we hardly talk about money. Who's got how much money, who's bringing what, the debts, and all those things. We do not talk about money in our relationships, or we don't talk about it enough. And then these things creep up when we're married. I mean, we're young and we're married, and things come up, and there's kids, and there's that, and we lose jobs, and all those things. That's now gonna force us to start talking about money. So I think if we spoke about money earlier on in the relationship, it takes out the assumptions, it takes out the guesswork, it takes out a lot of things. And you are able to plan in terms of your financial goals together as a couple or as a family or as, I don't know, but depending again where you're going with this relationship. But speak about money. Let money be one of the topics that you talk about when it comes to partners. Yes. Yes. Those are the 7 things that I think that women should or could do so that they gain financial confidence. It just starts with, and it's not going to be something that's going to happen today and tomorrow you got confidence. It's a journey. I'm still on this journey. As I said, I'm a student of this, and I learn every day, and I share what I learn and what I've done and what has worked for me. I'll tell you this much. It definitely is going to give you the confidence when it comes to money. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but it is somewhere to start with. And it doesn't have to be difficult. Start with the small stuff, and then go to the next one, and then go to the next one. But let me know, what do you think about these 7 things that women should know about money, and tell me if there are any of them that you do, there are any of them that you think that you're going to try out. And if there's anything that you do, please share with me so I can also share about other things that other great women are doing when it comes to money. All I want is for us to win when it comes to money, because money can be a blocker when we want to do the things that we want to do. So if we don't know how to deal with it, then it's just always going to be. If you like what we spoke about, please do like and subscribe so that we can come up with more videos like this and we can grow this community. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope to see you again next week. And remember to check out our other videos that talk about self-mastery, that talk about entrepreneurship, and that talk about money. Hope to see you again next time.